In this video, we will learn about change of state. We know that matter can exist in all three physical states, namely a solid or a liquid or a gas under different conditions of temperature and pressure. We can change the physical state of a substance simply by heating or cooling it. For example, ice that is solid state can be converted into water that is liquid state, and this water which is in liquid state can be converted into steam that is gaseous state on heating. Now, if we reverse the process, on cooling, steam can be converted into water and water can be converted back into ice. Here we have the diagrammatic representation. So this is the solid state of water, that is ice. Then we have liquid water, and then we have the boiling water from which water vapor or steam comes out. This is the gaseous state. So, when we heat this ice that is solid state, we can convert it into liquid state, and if we keep heating it, we can convert it into gaseous state. Now, if we want to reverse the process, we can start cooling. So, on cooling, water vapor or steam can be converted back into liquid, and liquid can be converted back into solid ice. Here we have an activity to study the change of states of ice and water. Materials required are a beaker, a wire gauze, a tripod stand, an ice, and a Bunsen burner. Let's understand the procedure. Take some ice in a beaker and record its temperature. It is 0 degrees Celsius. Now, place the beaker on a wire gauze at a tripod stand and heat the beaker over a low flame. So here is the experimental setup, and we can observe that solid ice gets converted into liquid, and the temperature which we are able to observe is 0 degrees Celsius. So solid is getting converted into liquid at 0 degrees Celsius. Next is, we will observe the change of liquid into gas, that is vaporization, at 100 degrees Celsius. So we have noticed that ice starts melting, but the temperature remains constant, that is 0 degrees Celsius, till whole of the ice melts. When whole ice melts, on further heating, the temperature of water formed due to melting of ice starts rising. However, when the temperature of water rises to 100 degrees Celsius, water starts boiling and steam is formed, and if you note the thermometer reading, it is found to be fixed at 100 degrees Celsius. The temperature remains constant till whole water gets vaporized. From this we can conclude that change of state of ice into water and change of state of water into steam on heating have been confirmed. Similarly, all other substances may be converted from one physical state to another simply by heating or cooling them. Thus, change of state is the process of change of a substance from one physical state to another physical state by changing its temperature. Change of state may take place due to following processes. First is melting or fusion, the process in which a substance in solid state on heating changes into liquid state at a fixed temperature is called melting or fusion. This requires heating. The fixed temperature at which a solid melts into a liquid at standard atmospheric pressure is called its melting point or fusion point. For example, ice melts into water at melting point of 0 degrees Celsius. Again, solid wax melts at 55 degrees Celsius and is converted into its liquid form. So here 0 degrees Celsius is melting point of water and 55 degrees Celsius is melting point of wax. Here we have an image which shows that solid is getting converted into liquid by melting or fusion, and in this process heat is being absorbed. During melting process, although heat is being supplied, but the temperature remains unchanged at the melting point of given solid till whole amount of solid is transformed into liquid state. Let's take example of ice. ice gets converted into liquid at 0 degrees Celsius. Even though we keep on supplying the heat, the temperature remains 0 degrees Celsius till the whole ice melts into the liquid. This is because of the latent heat of fusion of ice. Therefore, heat supplied during the melting process is known as latent heat of fusion of the given solid. For example, latent heat for fusion of ice at 0 degrees Celsius is 80 calorie per gram or 3.35 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg. This latent heat is the hidden heat and is required for the phase change. In this case, it is required for the change of solid state into the liquid state. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.